morning, everyone. Good to see you. Okay, so everybody has 2 blocks and a strap in case you need it. If you have any knee issues, a pad for your knee is really important. Today we're going to do a lot of hips. So we'll call it Hip Hip Hooray class.
Did you just come up with that? Or?
I rehearsed all night, what shall I say? Okay, and then our focus. So when we talk about hip, it's not just your hip joint. It's whatever connects to your pelvis, right? It could be the front, the hip flexors, the adductors, the abductors, and your hamstrings, glutes, and so on and so forth. Today's focus is, there's a word in yoga that is called Abyhasa. Abyhasa means practice, repetition. The reason we come back to the practice of yoga, because it's a practice. We have to repeat those things. And maybe after 100 times, you discovered something you haven't discovered in the past, even though you've done the same pose. Maybe you learned that doing less actually gives you better practice, all right? On the other hand, maybe you've been working on a crow for so long, and all you could do is just shift your weight forward and back, and one day you could lift up one foot, another foot. It's the muscle memory. So whether we do meditation or the physical practice or the stretching, Abyhasa, the repetition of what we do again and again and again, is the practice. It's not the end result, but what do we feel? And that goes with anyone. If you are an Olympian, you have to work at it for a very long time to master your craft, and you never really master. There's always wiggling and evolving. So that's today. Everything you do, notice what you feel, where you feel. Do you need to modify and back off, and so on and so forth. We will get started on our backs, on one block under your sacrum, the base of your spine. Make sure your block is horizontal, and then bend your knees. Walk your feet slightly forward, and then drop your arms in a T position. Give yourself a welcoming few breaths to release any tension out of your body. Breathe in and breathe out. Notice your hips on the block. Notice your shoulders. Relax your chest, your jawline. As you drop your knees to the right and left, very little. Notice you don't have to go far, just towards the SI joint, the left side of your glute and the right side of your glute. And then with your next breath, come center, hug your right knee to your chest. Make sure that you're not overly compressing your right knee, so there's no pinching in the front of your thigh. And then extend your left leg. Relax your shoulders down. Allow your grip to be super soft. And then on the inhale, soften your knee and bring your foot slightly forward, the right foot. And then exhale, hug your right knee towards your chest, and then lift your left leg up off the floor. Inhale, drop your left heel down. Soften your right knee forward. Exhale, hug your right knee and lift your left leg. Circle your left ankle in both directions. Bend your left knee down to the floor and circle your right ankle in both directions. Extend your right leg all the way out in a straight line. Hug your left knee in. Let it be soft. Notice the difference between overdoing and underdoing. Find that softness. Create an invisible, energetic line from your right heel to your right sit bone to your right shoulder. And now soften your grip with your left knee. Inhale. And then on the exhale, hug your left knee and lift your right leg off the floor. Drop your right heel down. Soften your left knee. Inhale. Exhale, hug your knee and lift your leg like you have a sandbag. Relax your shoulders. One more time. Right heel down, soften your left knee. Inhale. Exhale. Circle your right ankle in both directions. Bend your right knee down to the floor and circle your left ankle. Good. Slowly release. Drop your feet, check your hips right and left, little. Keep your feet aligned, lift your palms over your heart, inhale. And a big circle over your head, all the way down to your hips. Inhale, lift up and over your head. Big circle, exhale. And then down and up, change it up, down and up. Notice if there are any little kinks. Shine a light in there all the way forward. Down and up, last time. All the way forward, very nice. Lift your hips off the floor and take the block up. Take it between your feet. Just horizontal. And between the mount of your big toe and your inner heel, you're gripping the mat. Keep your knees about block hip apart. Keep your palms down to the floor. Inhale. And now with your next exhale, lift your tailbone, sacrum, and low back. It's a very short bridge. Your block, Maggie, make it flat, horizontal, that's it. Lift your hips. Inhale, drop your hips down. Exhale, lift your little bridge. Fire up your glutes. Press the mount of your big toe and all the rest of your toes. And lower down. Keep your feet down. Just your hips. Inhale. Exhale, lift your hips little. Jolie, bring your feet closer, mama, so your ankles under your knees, so you're not gonna hurt your back. And then slowly lower. With your next breath, bring your palms over your heart. Imagine you have another block. Front lower ribs are down. Pelvic floor in and up. And now slowly super glue your sacrum. Lift your feet to 90 degrees. Spread your toes. Press your sacrum as if you want to lift your body off the floor. Breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. Drop your palms down alongside your body. Drop your feet slow. Lift your toes off the floor, but keep your heels on the floor. Inhale. Exhale, lift your hips. Maybe a little taller bridge because now your glutes are warm. Keep your knees block width apart and slowly lower down. Inhale, feet are down. Lift your feet off the floor. Lift your hands over your heart. Press your sacrum down. Inhale. And now exhale, take your palms to the right. Lift your chin up. Depress the shoulders. Breathe here. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come upright. Drop your palms down. Drop your feet slow. Do not lose your sacrum. Take a moment. Shake it off. Exhale out all the tension. Last time, inhale, lift your toes, keep your heels grounded. Exhale, lift your hips. Engage your lower glutes. Keep breathing here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen your tailbone, lower one vertebra at a time. Plant your feet on the floor. Inhale. Exhale, lift your feet. Slow. Sacrum grounded. Push the floor. Lift your arms. Inhale. Exhale, travel to the left. Depress the shoulders. Lift one more vertebra. You can smile. Won't charge you extra. And now lift your chin up for 4. Breathe. 3. Lift a little higher for 2. And 1. Slowly come back home and lower down. Ooh, okay, soles of the feet together on the block. Open your inner thighs. Take a moment, breathe. The practice also teaches us to celebrate the freedom. On the block, your feet are on the block. Soles of the feet together, yeah, on the block, open. Soles of the feet together. Yes. Breathe in here. Give yourself an internal massage through the inner groins. And now with your next breath, bring your hands outside of your knees. Give yourself a little hug. Rock and roll a couple of times. Come all the way up. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello. Are you hungry yet?
I'm getting there.
Yeah. Andy's always hungry when we practice, especially yin yoga. All right. So let me move you slightly to, just slightly there, because you're almost knocking into your mama. And we need a little room with the next flow. And let me put the air down just a hair. All right. So you're coming into all fours. Your right knee is on the block. If you have very little blocks, the narrow ones, maybe you go ahead and stack your blocks together. All right, this is where you might need padding or not, I'm not sure. You facing the top of your mat. I'll just do it here so you guys can see me. And then take your left leg out. For now, we probably need 1 block for this gait variation. Bring your hands in front of you, inhale. And then exhale, draw your hips back. Inhale all the way forward. Exhale. Inhale. Lift your left leg, swing it all the way to the right, gaze over the right shoulder. Slowly gaze forward. Bring your left leg to the side, gate pose, and draw your hands towards your hips and lift your palms up. Little circles. Breathe. Try to find a sense of ease. Maybe new sensations you haven't felt before, maybe different demeanor. And now slowly bring your hands from your core, bring your hands down. And now bring your left knee next to the right knee. Here is where you might want to add another block, and just watch for a second. What we're doing here, we're flossing the SI joint. That's where your sacrum and your iliac, the hip bone, meet together. And sometimes they get jammed and sometimes they rotate. So we're trying to undo them. No, 1 block. Only if you have a small block, you put 2. Otherwise, just 1, and it's going to be the other way. Sharon, vertical. Yes. Fingertips can be on the floor or your hands. Inhale. And now you're gonna lift your right foot off the floor, and now your left knee comes towards your chest. With your next breath, hover your left shin off the floor. That's your SI. Here we go. Breathe. You're almost touching the floor. And lift it up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hover, hover, hover. Inhale. Gaze forward. Exhale. Good. Drop your left knee all the way down. Take your right leg behind the left leg. Gaze over the left shoulder. Bend your right knee. Hover your right knee off the floor and draw the left hip back. Breathe. Slowly come center. Lift your hands. Give yourself a little massage. Open and flick your fingers. Flick, 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 flick. Aline is already sleepy and tired. Actually, do you know what happens? That's not necessarily tired. That's when you awaken tissue that has been dormant. Okay, and you're coming out of it. There is that blood flow and the release of toxins, and your body is saying, hello. Okay, side B. One block for now, one block for now. If you have the little blocks, regardless, everyone one block. Okay, gate pose. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, draw your hips back. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly come center. Swing your right leg all the way to the left. Glutes are active. Gaze over the left shoulder. Draw the shoulders back. Bring your ribs forward. Maybe you close your eyes and notice the pattern of your breath. Where do you feel? Slowly come center. Take your right leg to a gate pose. Lift the weight of your hands. This time, right hand forward, palm facing down. Take your left hand and give yourself a little stretch. Stretch it out. Depress the right shoulder. Breathe. Hello, beautiful. So cute. Slowly release and change. Get inside of your body. Notice where it feels. Where do you shine a light to ease into it? And I slowly release. Few shoulder rolls. Glutes a little active. Good. Bring your hands down. Bring your right knee next to the left. 2 blocks if you have only the little ones. Otherwise, you stay where you are. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your right thigh towards your chest. Push the floor. You're not taking your hip out, but it's in. Up even higher, even higher. Yes. Slowly hover your shin over the floor. Keep breathing. Go a little lower, almost touching the floor. And then lift it up. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Flossing your spine and your SI. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Hover, hover, hover. Slowly drop your right knee. Come to your hand, swing your left leg behind the right leg. And now bend your left knee and let the knee hover. Draw the right hip back. Breathe. Slowly bring your left knee next to the right knee, child's pose. You can take the block and just rest your head on the block. If you have a block, it's a great massage for your sinus pressure points. And then walk your hands towards your feet. You can sit on a block if you need to. We won't be here for long. I just want to show you. For some of you that have a hard time reaching from down dog, bringing the right leg forward, okay? First of all, first thing is come all the way to your tippy toes. And then there's a little momentum, you bring your foot. But let's say that's not happening today. Here is a great option. Okay? Less is more. If down dog is a lot for your wrists today, stay in child's pose until I cue you to come up. All right, so we are from child's pose. Lift your hips high, downward facing dog here. Walk your dog side to side. And that's your practice. So Abyhasa, repetition. Bend your knees a lot. And then bring your right knee to your right tricep, come forward. Yes, take it back. Bend your knees a lot, inhale. Left to left, shift forward. Take it back. Walk your hands to your feet. Take your hands behind your calf muscles and now bend your knees, open your heart, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Your knees can stay bent, but lift your shoulders off your ears. Breathe. Slowly bend your knees, hands to your hips, push the floor, come all the way up. Make sure your blocks are facing the top of your mat and walk gently to the top of your mat. Feet together, spread your toes wide. A journey of exploration, curiosity, awareness. Urdhva Hastasana, lift your palms up. Inhale. From the hips, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Some of you can skip chaturanga and go to child's pose or downward facing dogs. Shift your weight all the way forward. Drop your knees and drop your chest. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. You have 3 breaths in here. So inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Feet together, right leg lifts, inhale. Gaze forward, right foot forward, Anjaneyasana, drop your left knee down. Good. Relax your left foot. Left hand on your thigh, lift your right hand up and over. Glutes are active. Good. Walk your right foot slightly forward. Find the block on the medium setting on the inside, and now hook your right elbow under your right knee, straighten your right leg and widen your collarbone on the inside. Yeah, on the inside, the block is on the inside, left hand on the block, right hand hooks behind. Hollow your belly, flex your right foot. You can bend your right knee a little, shift forward and then back. Keep breathing. Bend your right knee a little, open your heart, inhale. Exhale. Core glutes active. Next time you bend your right knee, lift your left knee and go to side lunge to the left. Breathe in here. Some of you want a little more. You can go to Skandasana as you lift your right toes up. Hands on the floor if you need to. Lift your chest all the way up, turn everything to the top of your mat. Find your little L shape on the blocks. You always have the option to micro bend your right knee, and you always have the option to bring one hand to your heart or to your ankle. Just make it your own. Feet together, lift your chest all the way up. Inhale. Hands to your heart center, exhale. Notice what you're keeping, notice what you're letting go, what you're shedding. Notice the right side of your body and the left side. Urdhva Hastasana, lift your palms up, inhale. From your hips, exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plank pose, exhale. Shift your weight all the way forward, inhale. Knees down on the floor is a great option, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog, glutes are active. Exhale, child's pose or downward facing dog. I'm going to child's pose to show you the option and to give you permission. 3 breath, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Feet together, left leg lifts. You can stay here. Gaze forward, left foot forward. Relax your right foot, lift your chest up. Right hand on your thigh, lift your left palm up and over. Lift from your ribs, micro bend in your left elbow. Activate those ribs, then you can extend your arm. Breathe. Visualize a bulb of light inside of your rib cage, creating space. And now with your next breath, gaze forward, heel toe your left foot forward a little. Find the block on the medium setting inside. Right hand on the block, hook your left elbow behind your left knee. Yeah, and now Ardha Hanuman, straighten your left leg. Take your shoulders back with you. Maybe your block is tall today. Bend your knees slightly, glutes active. Exhale, core active, take it back. The stiffer you are, the more you're gonna bend and straighten. Breathe. Next time you bend your knee, lift your right heel, take it to side lunge to the back or Skandasana. Breathe. Bend your right knee, Sharon. Straighten your left, Mama. Bend your right knee and straighten your left. Yes, yes, yes. That's it. It's all good. You have blocks if you need them for 3, 2, and 1. Make it all the way to the top of your mat. Hands can be on the floor. Find your L shape on the blocks. Square your hips. Maybe micro bending your knees. Maybe your hands are floating off the floor. Any variation. That's your practice. Push the floor, feet together. Lift your palms up, inhale. Hands to your heart center, exhale. So we grow little drips, little steps, and we dissect and we break, and then we nurture and we come back and we find the balance between all of that. Abyhasa. Repetition, the practice. Notice your right foot and your left foot. Notice the energy grounding you and lifting you up. Notice the softness between your hands. Open your eyes. Namaste, everyone. Good to see you. All right. Little balance before we go to continue with our flow with add-ons. Make sure that you're standing strong on your left leg. So your foot has 3 points of contact. I'll do this because I'm an old lady. The man of your big toe, little toe, and center of your heel creates a triangle. Okay, and those are the 3 points of contact that connect all the arches. So it doesn't mean that we don't put weight on the outer heel and inner, but those are the center powerhouse. So press the man of your big toe, little toe, center of your heel. And then lift your kneecap, engage your core and your glutes, and now lift your right heel. Find a place that doesn't move, and now bring your right foot above or below. Yep, and then find your own tree. So years ago, they used to say, do not put your foot on the inside. However, that's a myth, and I trust the source because it's a very experienced PT yoga teacher. And your knee is a lot more robust than we really think. So putting your foot on there is not going to break anything. So I give you permission to find the right place for you. Maybe it's even all the way down to your floor. And that's the practice. You may have done tree pose so many times and it's always the same. So maybe today you just fly your arms. Maybe you dare to gaze up. Maybe you dare to close an eye. And maybe you dare to be more uncomfortable than you usually are. And then find the energy grounding you and lifting you and the space inside of your body. And if you had to be here for 3 minutes, how will you pace your mind? Take the weight off your body. Feet together. Oh. That was nice. I only told you 1 minute, but all right. So no, that's really a lot to be thinking about. It's when we get so spoiled and it's like it's a given that we're gonna do this, and it's a given that we're gonna have this. And all of a sudden the power went out and all you have is one candle. How powerful is that one candle? They've been there for 2 years. We never use those candles. All of a sudden today, one candle can be so powerful. All right, so don't take things for granted. Okay, side B, right leg. Mount of your big toe, little toe, center of your heel. Quad muscles are active, glutes. Take the tension off. Ease. What's the worst that can happen? You come down, big deal, right? All right, give yourself permission to explore. Find your center wherever you are. Breathe. And some days I cannot balance at all. Come back, start from the beginning. Fly your arms. Maybe there's a little storm. When I came back from Miami, there was so much rain. It was scary. It really was. We couldn't see anything. Breathe. And now will you quieten your mind to feel more and see more? Oh, Mike, that was good. All right, feet together. And then let's celebrate that we have 2 feet. Yay. And admiration for the people that have 1 foot and they do amazing things with one. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, lift your palms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Meet you in down dog or chaturanga. Do whatever works for you. Upper push-up position, any variation. You can stay in plank. Sometimes it's nice to just stay in plank. 3 breaths. Child's pose is a great option. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Feet together. You can drop your knees down if you need to. Right foot forward. Left hand on your thigh. Lift your right arm. Breathe. Walk your right foot forward a little. Hand on the block on the inside of the Hanuman. We're going to change it up just a little bit here. Bend your right knee. Squeeze your inner thigh. Windmill your arms to the right. Lift your chest up. Stay here or tuck your toes under and lift your left knee. Breathe. Turn everything to the left. Side lunge or skandasana. Any variation. Turn everything to the back of your mat. Easy twist, right hand down. Lift your chest up. Lift your belly off the floor. And now listen carefully. Gaze forward, hook your left elbow behind your left knee. Walk your right fingertips forward. Lift your right leg to an L shape. Maybe your chin comes to your knee. Maybe your leg comes a little higher. Slowly, slowly liberate your left hand. Ground your right foot all the way back and come to warrior 2 and take your time. Square your ribs to the right, bend your left knee. You're at the back of your mat. Breathe. Your right leg is powerful. Side angle, left forearm on your thigh. Bring your right hand forward and over your head. Left sit bone towards your right inner thigh, and then rotate your left ribs towards the ceiling. Push the floor to 5-point stars. Turn your toes out. Inhale. Moonflower. Exhale. Give yourself a virtual hug. Notice what hand is in front. Inhale, up. 5-point. Exhale, bend your knees. Give yourself a virtual hug. 5-point stars, inhale. An extra hug you want? Actual? You can do an actual. There's something soft when you just do this thing. All right, slowly turn everything to the top of your mat. Lift your left leg and bend both knees. You're coming down to the floor. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Lord of the fishes. Right knee in front of your left knee. Good. Do your best, yeah. And you can even go like so for now, because we're going to an open twist. All right, so try to keep both sit bones down. I would say bring blocks in front of you, to the left side of your body for some of you. And now lift your torso tall, tall, tall. Inhale. And then exhale, rotate to the left. Find your forearms on blocks or on your floor. Hollow your belly. Yeah, you don't need blocks. If you're flexible, you don't need blocks. Now hollow your belly and draw your left sit bone towards the back of your mat. Breathe. Take your shoulders back with you. If you have back issues, this is for me one of the best. Keep breathing into your back body. Every breath has a pause. And every pause is an exhalation. And every exhalation has a pause before you inhale again. Stress the tissue at the top of your breath as you pause, feel. And now slowly come to your hands. Here is where you might need this strap, or you're gonna take your left hand to the outer blade of your right foot, or a strap over your foot, and our right fingertips behind you. Lift your spine tall. Yep. Keep breathing here. Lift your chest up. Depress the shoulders down. Slowly gaze forward. Liberate your right leg, and now take your right leg all the way to the back. You can either go into 90-90, or you can go to a variation of pigeon. To pigeon, but it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just having fun here. We're just relaxing the hips. We'll get to the hips a little later, even more. Left leg, yeah. You can bend your right knee if it feels very intense in the traditional. Yeah, and of course on your back. Relax your shoulders. Relax your knees as if you oiled your kneecap, your ankles, your hips, your shoulders. And the flow of prana, energy force through your body. And the Abyhasa, the practice is, maybe I'm noticing that I'm holding my shoulders and I haven't before. Maybe I'm clenching my teeth and I haven't felt that before. And maybe when I press my left hip this way, I feel that way. Maybe when I engage my right front thigh, I feel that way. That's the practice. All right. Slowly push. Bend your right knee. shift your weight to the left, sorry, and now you're on your left forearm. And now you have two options. You can hook your elbow like we did earlier, or you can find the strap and you can straighten here. You can also go to your elbow. I love this stretch right here. Oh yeah. And now lengthen your sit bone. So Heather, you can probably go all the way like so on the elbow. See my elbow here, creating a shelf, and then breathe. Andy, you can do that too, I think. See my elbow? And then you breathe. You can hook your hand or find a strap behind you. Remember, less is more. If you cannot get there, bring the props to help you. Straight elbow. See the difference?
Yeah.
Okay, now rest on your elbow, make a pillow with your hand, like so. Yeah. See, couldn't you see like you could watch TV like that and fall?
He was on the scale.
Woo! Where's your strap, Mama? Strap, strap, strap. Okay. Oh, I got it. Don't worry. No, no, no. She got it. Here we are. Take your hand. Straight elbow. Straight elbow, Mama. Straight. Yep. There. Breathe. Breathe in here. Lengthen your sit bones. Breathe. This is going to the mirror. And bend your knee a little. Inhale. Exhale from here. Yes. All right. Slowly release. No slingshots. Gentle. Come down to the floor. Come to your hand. Tuck your right toes under. Downward facing dog. If down dog is too intense for you for right this second before we go to the next flow, come back to your knees and just do bird dog, okay? So Cindy, you can just do a bird dog, just leg like that. You can come to your left forearm and fly your right leg. Otherwise, shorten your dog a little. And now take your right hand behind your right calf. Open your feet as wide as your mat. And now center your left hand. Right hand behind your right calf. Inhale. Bring your weight to your right glute. Lift your left leg. Oh. Keep breathing. Whoa. Squeeze it in. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring your left leg down. Walk your hands to your feet. Find your strap if you need to, hands behind you. Interlace your hands or a strap. Gaze forward, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Bring your arms over your head. Shoulders away from your ears. Feel free to bend your knees a lot, but lift your sit bones. Maybe you bend your right knee and gaze to the left. And maybe you change and gaze to the right. Gaze forward, liberate your arms, shoulder rolls. Gaze forward, walk your dog again, or come to all fours. Short dog, I would say. Center your right hand, left hand behind your calf muscle. Bring your weight to your left glute. Come to your right tippy toes or extend the right leg. You're gazing forward, not down. Breathe right towards the bridge of your nose. That's the practice for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your right leg down. Liberate your hands and walk towards the back of your mat, Malasana. Maybe you're on a block, maybe you're on 2 blocks. Yogic squat. If you need blocks, I'm showing you. Huh? Yep. Yeah. Take a moment of stillness. And the practice is also learning how to balance the heat with the calmness, the doing, the undoing. How is the breath playing a huge factor in our mindset and our performance? Open your eyes and breathe. How are we doing?
Awesome.
Last side of the day, downward facing dog. Take your blocks forward. Gaze forward, inhale. You copy me, Cindy. I'm dropping my right knee down, left foot forward. Lift your chest up, inhale. Right hand on your thigh, side bend. Refine, dissect your pose. See if you can feel something. Maybe you can create more ease. And now walk your left foot slightly forward, right hand on your block. Hook your left elbow. Bend your left knee. Windmill your arms. Lift your ribs high. Open to the left. Your glutes are active. Relax the shoulders down. Stay here or tuck your right toes under and lift. We're turning everything to the right side lunge or Skandasana. Going to the back of your mat, easy twist. Take your time. Back leg is strong. Rotate your left ribs towards your inner thigh. I know, nothing easy about it, you're right. Now gaze forward. Walk your left fingertips in front of your mat. Hook your right elbow behind your right knee and fly your left leg. Maybe your forehead comes to your knee. Maybe your leg flies a little higher. Almost fly. Woo! For 3, 2, and 1. Gaze forward. Plant your left leg way back. Look at your feet. Align your right heel with your inner arch. Warrior 2 to the back of your mat. Back of your mat. Right leg bends. Yes. Lengthen your tailbone. Parsvakonasana, right forearm on your thigh. Bring your left hand forward and over your head. Side angle. Right ribs towards the ceiling and right sit bone toward your left inner thigh. Any variation that works for you. Push the floor, 5-point stars. Inhale, turn your toes out. Exhale, sunflower. Bend your knees. Maybe you drop your hips a little lower. 5-point star, use your glutes to come up. Inhale. Moonflower. Push the floor, come up. Turn everything to the top of your mat. Find your fingertips in front of your left foot. Bend both knees and come down to the floor. Lord of the Fishes. Ardha Matsyendrasana, blocks on the low setting on the right. Lift your chest up, inhale. Rotate from your rib cage to the right. Find your forearms. And now hollow your belly and draw your right hip to the back. Every breath is a pause. Bring volume to your spine. Bring volume to your QL muscles, the muscles between your low ribs and your hips. Every breath, pause. Can you relax something else in your body you didn't notice you were tensing up? That's the practice. Slowly come to your hands, slow. A strap if needed. Right hand grabs the outer blade of your left foot, left fingertips behind you, inhale. Exhale, extend your leg and depress your shoulder. Find ease and go inside of your body. Rather than trying to pull your pose out, go in. Spine is tall. And now bend your left knee a little or a lot. Come to your elbow. Grab a strap if you need to and make a pillow with your right elbow. Extend your leg. Left leg, left and left, left and left. Right, left and left. Left and left. Right on your right elbow, left and left, yeah. So you're on your right elbow and you're lifting your left. And then find the strap if you need to. There you go, sweetie. Whoa. Yeah. Breathe. Bend your left knee a little. Inhale, bulge your belly. And first, lengthen your sit bone. Then straighten your knee a little. Shoulders depressed. Bend this knee will give you more stability. Bend your knee, inhale. Belly in, lengthen your sit bone, then straighten. Feel it? Breathe in here for 3, 2, and 1. Ever so slowly release your leg. Take your left leg, swing it all the way behind you to pigeon pose. Or 90-90 or on your back. Cindy, I think you can do the 90-90 like that. So if you shift your body to your right leg. If you shift your body to the left, you're gonna feel it good. Shift your body to the left. Yes, there you go. Yeah, it's okay. Bend your left knee if you need to. So it makes it more accessible, and breathe. Yeah. Bend it. Yeah, and then breathe. Do you feel that? Mm-hmm. And if it's too difficult, bring this foot closer to your groin. That makes it even more easy. Yeah, breathe in here. Try to relax your knee joint, your hip, your ankle. That's it. Breathe. Scan your body, relax the shoulders. Open your mouth for a moment and breathe. There you go, Mom. I can put a block under your forehead to relax. Tall, I would say medium at least, like that. See? And then shoulders back. Breathe. Breathe into your spine. And now every breath is traveling all the way to your feet. Breathe in, breathe out. Soft, soft, sink. Let your bones be heavy. And Andy, look at me. Take your forearms here. Makes it easier because the floor becomes closer to you. What do you think?
It's better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, you're not creating this banana shape here. Soft, soft. Go inward, inward for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come up, swing your weight to the right and bring both feet forward. Oh, ha ha ha. Okay. Bring your glutes inwardly. And now grab your blocks. Imagine your blocks have wheels. And when you do forward fold, it's not coming from your shoulders, it's coming from your hips, which means that whatever, go sit on it if you like. Yeah, you feel free to do that. Yeah. If you have a noodle at home, go for it. I don't want you to be too spoiled every time. We have to change it up. Okay, so here is the thing. Once your shoulders come over, you lost the forward fold, right? So it's coming from the creases of your hips. And you might just stay here today because that's all you have, and that's okay. But you're putting your body in the right train track, all right? So you can rest your forearms on the toe and just breathe here. This is an active stretch, so flex your feet, lift your kneecaps. And of course, some of you that are more flexible, look at me, you can do this. Yep. And then visualize your shoulders with your hips. And energetically, you're pulling the heels of your hands towards your shoulders and your shoulder towards your hips. So there's space between your shoulders and ears. Every time you're breathing, breathe through your back body. And feel free, remember I said wheels, glide your wheels back. Give your body a little chance. Don't overstretch the fascia. Yeah, unload it. And then glide forward. When you go slow and gradual, we have no agenda. Your body can do beautiful things for you in a safe manner. Core is active. And I slowly glide your blocks back. Very nice. Okay. So we're going to go to Gomukhasana. We did a bunch of that stuff in the beginning of class. If you have contradictions, here is where we're going. When I do cow legs sitting up, I personally prefer to sit on a block only because I want to keep my pelvis aligned, okay? So right knee will be in front, so left knee behind. Separate your feet. Just watch for a second. I'm showing you all the options. And then a block or maybe two horizontal sitting here, all right? If that's not happening for you today, so the reason why I was saying that, if I do this and I sit, see how my knee is higher than my pelvis? So now I'm tilting my pelvis. But if I bring, and then we want to be cool in class. Oh, I can do it with no block. Block is better for you. Seriously, you enjoy the practice way more. You open the gate in the right way. The only time I might not do it is if I'm coming forward, because now look, I'm still aligned, right? Makes sense? So block, make sure you have a strap. If that's not happening either way, you're going to sit on your back and do this. Okay, knee over knee. Huh? Just do your best. Straighten the left leg. Straighten your left leg. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. And I bring that foot closer to your hip as best as you can. That's okay. Good. And you can do the same, Cindy. Straighten your left leg. Straighten your left leg. Yeah. And then right leg over. Yeah. And drop go to the outer blade of your foot. Yeah, there you go. How's that? You okay? And then sometimes you start that way and then you create more space. All right, so breathe here, separate your feet a lot. And take your hands to the inner arches. So energy going down and energy going up. Visualize, shift your weight back a little. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And now if you need a strap, you're going to put the strap over your left shoulder. Lift your right elbow up and bend your right knee. I'll grab it for you. Okay. Right elbow, right elbow, right elbow. Yeah, breathe in here. And now take your left hand thumb down and see if you can grab your shirt or grab your hand or your strap. And now a little crunch with your belly. There's a little crunch with your front lower ribs down. Both elbows pulling away from each other, and you're creating space in your spine between your right and your left elbow. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Create, your breath is the power. Breathe between, yes. For 3. Breathe here for 2. Isn't that easier? And I slowly release and let it go. Shoulder roll. You have a strap behind you, mama. somewhere. Sure, rock and roll. Okay. And now come all the way forward with your package, with your legs. And then release and tap your feet. Shake your hips side to side. All right. Right knee behind your left knee. Separate your feet a lot. And then find your block. So right in front of the other Diane. So you come from all fours, okay? And take your right knee behind your left knee. Cross your legs, separate your feet, yeah, and then find your block behind you. Yeah. You can always stretch out your right leg out in front of you. Palms inside of your arches to lift your chest up. Shift your weight back a little. And at this time, your left elbow bends. Make sure you put a strap on the right side. On the right, over the right shoulder. Lift your left elbow up. Drop your left hip down. And now take your right hand to a T, thumb down. Bend your elbow and either find your shirt or your strap or your hand and breathe. Create space between your right and left elbow in your spine. Get your spine tall. Relax your knees. I just caught myself. That's the practice. Repetition. You go up and down your body. You learn, you dissect. Liberate your arms. Shoulder rolls. Come all the way forward and come all the way down to your belly. Walk your knees back and come into Sphinx pose. Your glutes are active. Every time we do back bend, you're engaging your glutes. And now lift your fingers and draw the heels of your hands towards your elbows. So then your collarbone becomes wide and your sternum is reaching the top of your mat. And everything is happening with ease. Glutes are active. Lift your back ribs up to the crown of your head. Slowly, slowly release and walk your hands in front of you. I'm going to show you two options. If your back is a little cranky today, your glutes are active. Walk your feet back and point your toes. Engage your glutes. And then bend your knees. Point your toes. Gaze forward, lift your head. Gaze towards the bridge of your nose. Keep pulling the heels of your hands towards your shoulders. And some of you may be able to grab your feet, engage your glutes, and with your next inhale, push everything off the floor. Widen your collarbone, squeeze your glutes, chest forward. Lift a little more for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Liberate your legs. Push the floor. cross your ankles and or any other way and come all the way down to the back of your body. We're going to do one active bridge just to protect our back again. So find the block in the medium setting between your thighs, palms alongside your body. Inhale. The other way, Maggie. Narrow, but medium, yeah. And then exhale, lift your tailbone, lift your sacrum, lift your low back, or you might just stay on the low setting. And now there's a triangle between your inner groins and your pubic bone. You may lift this towards the ceiling if you want to come a little higher. Widen your collarbones. And visualize your whole body is one unit. No one part in your body taking over. Everything is active the same way. Liberate the block from your feet and put it under your sacrum. Come into supported bridge. You lift your legs towards the ceiling. You can stay here. You can do shoulder stand. You can do halasana. I personally like halasana also over the block. You can bring your hands to your shins or to your knees. And now release. As if you look at, it's if you, what's the word I'm looking for? If you had flippers in your feet, you're flipping your feet in water, little. Like you're swimming with your hands and with your feet with flippers. And it's soft. Your knees are micro bent. Feel free to take your legs over or towards your head. Your low back will be on the block. It's a nice feeling. Breathe. Slowly come back. Drop your feet to the floor and move the block. We'll do a spinal twist, a block between your thighs on the narrow and long setting. Lift your palms in a T position. Inhale. Lift your feet off the floor and then exhale, travel over to the right. For some of you, your left hand is over your head. Make it peaceful. Breathe into your back body. Slowly come up. Use your core. Inhale, spread your toes. Exhale, belly in, travel to the left and lengthen your hips. Stretch out your spine all the way to the left. Maybe your right hand is over your head. Allow the practice to serve your needs, and sometimes serving your needs may be, I need to be in child pose because I had a very tough week. I just need to check in. Come back center. Liberate your block and give yourself a little hug. Stretch out, find your favorite Shavasana here. Blocks can be great under your knees. You should be nicely stretched out. Allow your ankles to fall to the right and to the left. And allow those few moments of stillness to sparkle light, many lights. Whoa, 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 very. So allow your inner light to spark many little crystal lights in your body. And every light represents healing and peace and energy, softness, balance through all those energy channels in your body. Slowly wiggle your toes. Stretch your arms in each and every way that works for you. Find your way in fetus pose, maybe a block under your head. Take a moment before you leave your mat to seal your practice, going through your little photo album of your practice, what you felt and where you felt, what touched you, what you noticed that you have to leave behind you, and what you're going to take with you. Slowly push the floor and come up to a seat. The beautiful thing about the practice, that the more we practice, we notice that It's not about what goes around and outside of us, but what goes inside of us. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste. You're welcome. Thank you. I hope you feel good and refreshed. Thank you at home. Ginger. Hello, Ginger. She's so cute. Thank you, guys.